Yes, today we are getting real. Because if you have been an entrepreneur for any amount of time, you're going to get to a place in your business and perhaps in your life where you want to blow the whole thing up. Yep, I said it. You want to blow the whole thing up. And I am here to tell you, as much as I talk about being visible and being consistent and getting known for that one thing, it's okay. It's okay to want to reinvent. It's okay to change a message. It's okay to change an audience. I too am feeling this insatiable itch to reinvent, to look at all that we've been doing as a company and ask the hard question, like, is it relevant? Is it meeting the needs of you, our ideal client? Are we creating the life transformation that I so badly seek for female entrepreneurs around the world? And so I too have kind of been in that place where I'm not going to blow the whole thing up. I am actually going to celebrate our 13th anniversary this year of being in business. We have been teaching entrepreneurs how to use video to grow and scale their businesses for a long time. And whether, you're just starting out or you've been in business for many years, I think it is vital that you do reinvent, that you do reassess, that you take time to reimagine what you want and what's important to you. Your voice is going to change. Who you want to serve is going to change. And the programs, the products, the delivery model, that's going to change too. Because just like the seasons of the year, right? You change, you evolve, you expand and contract based on what you're going through personally and what's happening in the world. So I wanted to offer 3 things that I'm doing right now that I really encourage you to do during this season if you're in the season too. And you know what's so funny? Going to other events and speaking to so many other business owners, I feel like there's just something in the air right now where so many of us are reassessing our models, our message, our mindset. And it is so important because the competition is just going to get more fierce. And even though I do not believe in competition, you do have competitors. And it is important to understand what is your unique message, your unique viable product. Like, what are you doing that stands out and in a way that people want? Because what you have been doing may not be what people want anymore. And that's something that we're dealing with too, is like, is the model, is the vehicle that we're using to get people to the destination the vehicle they want to jump in? And so we're doing a lot right now behind the scenes. And I just want to be really vulnerable with you because, being a multi-7-figure business, you think you have it all figured out and like, we're going to stick with the message and the brand and all the things. And no. Like, no matter where you are, we get to reassess and reimagine. And I think it's so much fun to take the time. And I think that really is the number one thing that I want you to do right now is I want you to take the time. And if your schedule looks anything like mine, there's a lot of reasons and excuses why you cannot take the time that you need to reimagine what's possible. But I will tell you, girlfriend, that hamster wheel, it's going to keep going unless you get off it. And I am preaching to the choir right now. So the number one thing I want you to do, and what I'm doing as well, is finding time to be still. It's hard, isn't it? It's hard to be still, but taking time to be still, whether that is just deep belly breaths, we call that diaphragmatic breathing, like really those big belly breaths, meditating, praying. I'm a big prayer. Like, are you still to really hear and receive what is next for you? And, I really believe that we're working in conjunction, in harmony with universe, with God, with spirit. And it's when we are constantly forcing things and deviating from our inner truth that it feels hard. And so if you're in a place where it feels difficult right now and you're like, what the heck is happening? Be still. 10 to 15 minutes a day. I would like to say I do this first thing in the morning. I do not, because I jump out of bed with my 4-year-old every day. But I do find time, usually in the morning, before I really jump into my heavy work schedule, to find that time. The second thing is to be authentic. That is a word that has been around. We hear it a lot, but what does that mean for you? Is there anything that you're doing? Is there anything that you're being that is not truly in alignment with who you really are? And whether this is, using video, or how you're running your business, or how you're showing up as a CEO, like when we're putting on a mask, when we are constantly doing what we think everyone wants us to do, whether, again, that's showing up online in a certain way or showing up to our loved ones in a certain way, the only thing that makes you different, the only thing that's going to make you stand out, and the only real unique proposition you have is you and your story and why your product and service are different. And being authentic feels and sounds so easy, but for so many of us, it's hard. It's hard because we've been taught to show up a certain way, to be nice, to be kind, to don't disrupt. And I will say, with the way of the world right now and how divisive and infuriating it can be, the only thing that we really have is our authentic voice, our authentic way of being. And I wouldn't worry about what everyone else thinks, because when you are your most authentic version of yourself, and you're doing the things that light you up, and you're doing the things that bring you joy, and you're following that desire map, then the right people will follow with you. And so again, it's getting out of comparison, getting out of looking at what everyone else is doing, and truly asking yourself, am I being authentic to my vision, to my mission, and to my voice? And the last thing is to continue to be visible. When we want to blow things up, when we're going through a tough time, we usually retreat. And I think this is the time where we get to show up and champion each other, to know that we're not alone, to know that growth and expansion is part of being a business owner. And when it feels hard, it means there's an incredible breakthrough on the other side. 25 years I've been an entrepreneur, and I have gone through so many ups and downs and peaks and valleys and breakthroughs and breakdowns. And it's always perfect. It's not easy, and it can feel painful. I know it can feel really painful. But when you're visible, when you choose to be visible, when you choose to continue to show up, share your message, share your journey, you really are inspiring and empowering other people and making it a normal thing. And we need to normalize the breakdowns in businesses. We need to normalize the growth edge. We need to normalize, that what gets you here doesn't get you there, because we all go through it. And yet when you look at social, you see all the highlight reels, how wonderful everyone else's life is. And you can sit here going, okay, am I just an idiot? Like, what is happening? Why don't I get it? And so just to know that you are on the right path. If you're here right now, you're exactly where you need to be. But again, be still, find that time, at least 10 to 15 minutes a day, just to be quiet so you can really tune into source, whatever that is for you. Number 2, be authentic. Stop trying to be anything that you're not. And get really clear on what that means to you. What is your most authentic version of yourself? And is your business an expression of that? And is it meeting the needs of your right fit client right now? And then the last one is to be visible. Continue to show up. Continue to share your message. It's okay if you change it. Your message is built in sand, not concrete. So it's okay. It's okay to reinvent. It's okay to paint that wheel a new color and keep rolling. So if you're feeling the stretch right now, welcome to the club. It is real and it is normal. So I would love to hear from you. Please let me know. Did this make any sense? Is this a season of life that you're in? And if you are looking for support around reinvention, reimagination, getting re-inspired, girlfriend, please reach out to us. We would love to have a conversation because this is what we love to do, is help you step in to that next beautiful, sparkly version of yourself. And it's so easy to do. You can just reach out to hello@inspiredliving.tv and you can set up a call with my incredible team of coaches that love supporting you into your next level of greatness. I'll also make sure we put a link to book a call here in the show notes. And just know you are not alone, right? You are not alone. We are in this together. Keep showing up. It's okay if it's bumpy. The road will get smoother as you keep writing on it. Have a beautiful and blessed rest of your day. And as always, remember to keep dreaming it, living it, and being it. Until next time.